This is a story about how the father of my child ruined our daughter's birthday party and then just walked out, leaving nothing but destruction. This guy, I don't even know where to start. It was our daughter's 6th birthday. She is 10 now. This was her 6th birthday. Every year, before all the incidents that happened, every year on her birthday, I would invite her dad and some of his family members over to my house. She'd have a party on the closest weekend to her birthday, but on her actual birthday, my family and his family would do something at my house for our child. Me and her dad weren't particularly getting on. I didn't want my daughter to know that. I wanted us to keep up a happy charade for her sake. So for her 6th birthday, it was just going to be a family thing. I invited him, his brother, and his mum. The father of my child then asked if his dad and his granddad could come. So I said, yep, no problem. He had a girlfriend at the time, but she wasn't coming. Not the girl he's with now. If he was with the girl, and emphasis on the word girl, not woman. If he was with the girl he's with now, he wouldn't have been allowed to come. He's not allowed to talk to me at the moment. He wouldn't have been allowed near my house. He had a girlfriend at a time, a different one, but me and her hadn't met, so I didn't invite her because I didn't want the first time I meet her to be at our daughter's party. It wasn't the time. His mum, I'll talk about his mum another day. But his mum asked if she could invite a few people. She said a few. The definition of a few to me is 2 to 5 people, maybe 6 at a stretch. So I said, sure, why not? I decided for her birthday we would do a barbecue. We held it at my sister's house because my sister has a bigger house and a big garden. So it was a good venue. I'll also add, when his mum asked if she could invite a few people, I said yes, but could you bring just a bit of extra food just because I'm not sure we'll have enough. I'd already bought the food. She said yes. Why did 25 people turn up? She invited 25 people, and my daughter's dad would have known about that as well. Nobody told me. 25 people. I haven't even got to the part where he ruined it. This is just the beginning. 25 people, and they didn't bring food. Nobody brought food. None of these motherfuckers spoke to me. Imagine your child, if you have a child. If you don't have a child, imagine you do. Imagine 25 people that you don't know turn up to your child's party. You have no idea they're coming. They don't bring no food, no drink, no nothing. And they don't even talk to you. They don't even say thank you. I've hosted this whole party. No one said nothing. And afterwards, right, it was so awkward. So awkward, because part of me thinking, well, I should make an effort and talk to them. But to be honest, I was entertaining my own guests. Not one said hello. Not one said, thank you for letting us come. Thank you for the invite. None of them brought gifts for my daughter. No, my bad. One did. One gave my daughter £20. The father of my child's mum, I want to call her Crazy Face. Crazy Face snatched that £20 out of my daughter's hand so quick. And she was like, no, I'll put it in your bank. I'll put it in your bank. I think she thought I was going to try and spend it on myself. I don't need to take £20 from my daughter. I have a job, unlike you. Anyway, then what happened? So these 25 people, some of them didn't even stay for that long. Some were just there for an hour. Others were there for 2 or 3 hours. At one point, I can't find Brooke's dad anywhere, my daughter. I can't find Brooke's dad anywhere. So I asked his mum, where is he? And she was like, oh, I think he's gone out for a cigarette. He doesn't smoke cigarettes. He was smoking weed though. A couple minutes later, he comes back into the garden with 2 people he brought with him who I had no idea who they were, and they didn't bother saying hello. Stinks of weed. This guy left his daughter's birthday party to go smoke a spliff. That's not even the worst part. So one of the presents that my mum had bought my daughter were, I don't know if they're actually called this, but blow pens. They're like these felt tip pens that if you hold them over a piece of paper and blow into them, it makes patterns on the paper. So my daughter opened that. I'm at the end of the garden talking to one of my sisters. I come back into the house and Brooke is crying her eyes out and her nan is telling her off. So I'm like, what's going on? What did Brooke do? What had happened is these bunch of kids, so kids that his mum, what did I call her? Crazy Face. Part of the 25 guests were these kids that Crazy Face brought over. These kids had taken all of Brooke's blow pens and used them up. Brooke didn't have a chance to use them, so Brooke was really upset. Crazy Face then started telling Brooke off for being upset. And I'm sort of standing there thinking, I think she had every right to be a bit upset, to be honest. Yeah, I've always encouraged her to share, but don't take her presents and don't let her use, she didn't use any of it. She didn't have a chance to use a single pen. They all got used up. So I'd walked in just as her nan, Crazy Face, had just stopped telling her off. I pull Brooke to the side and I'm like, babe, don't worry about it. We'll get you some new ones. Me and her are now sitting in the living room and her dad storms in. And then he starts yelling at Brooke about the pens. Don't be selfish. You should be happy to share them. So I turned to him because I'm protective over our daughter. I just turned to him and I said, she's already been told off. Your mum has already told her off for it. Because that's how we found out about the pens, because the crazy face went and told her crazy son. I was like, she's already been told off. She doesn't need to be told off a second time. He's like, no, she's my daughter. I can tell her off too. As he's telling her off, I rolled my eyes a little bit. Not for any reason other than to make my child feel better, because she's now being told off by her dad. She's already been told off by her nan for something that she wasn't in the wrong for. Now her dad's telling her off. So as he's telling her off, I roll my eyes. Brooke started giggling. Remember, she's 6. She started giggling. Her dad turns around. He has no idea what kind of face I've pulled. He has no idea I've rolled my eyes. He obviously just knows that I've done something behind his back. He spins around, leans into me. I was like, this is why she's naughty. Our child's not naughty. She's a good girl. And I'm not just saying that as a biased parent. She's actually a really good girl. He then stormed out of the room and the next thing I know, I can hear the front door slam. He slammed out of the house and didn't come back. He didn't come back. How can you just leave your daughter's party? What the hell? I mean, I'm sorry I rolled my eyes, but come on. Come on. So he left, he didn't come back. And I'm now left with a bunch of people I don't know. I'm still pissed off. I never invited him to a birthday party again. And to be honest, by this point, he hooked up with crazy girl. Wait, I've got some... Right, crazy face is the mum. Crazy baby mum is his latest baby mum who doesn't let him talk to me. He wouldn't have been allowed to another birthday party anyway. Not if I was there. No, he fully... And he didn't tell anyone he was going. So like... I thought when he first stormed out of the house, I thought he was just going on a walk to calm down. But no, he didn't come back. And half an hour later, Brooke's going, where's my dad? Where's daddy? And I'm like, babe, I don't know. I have no idea. He didn't even say goodbye to her. How can you leave your daughter's party and not say goodbye? Are you okay? I blame his mum. There's mummy issues, but oh my God. Worst party ever. Bunch of people I didn't know turned up. Didn't speak to me. Didn't bring food, didn't even say thank you. None of them brought her presents. Dad got high at the party. His mum acting crazy as always, telling her off for no reason, and then telling her son to tell Brooke off as well, and then he stormed out of Brooke's party. The we have to deal with to try and get along. I gave up getting along after that. I gave up. Gave up! And please, before anyone says, well, you chose to have a baby with that kind of guy, I was 16 when I got pregnant. 16. I was a stupid little kid. I didn't know his mum was crazy. And he said he'd stop smoking weed. I've learned from it. This is why I don't have another child. I've always said I will not have another child until I know 100% what that guy is like. I've learned from it. Don't judge me. I was stupid and I'm sorry.